Alright you guys, so I'm going to get started here with another video. This time I'm reviewing the Amazon Fire phone. So it was a phone that came out from Amazon in 2014. It had a few gimmicks from it when it came out. I'm just basically going to go over the whole thing. Alright, so we start out with the phone. So it came out again in 2014 with a $200 32GB model and a $300 64GB model, which at the time this was basically flagship prices, flagship level. It came out alongside the iPhone 6 and the Galaxy S5. When it came out, it had 4.7-inch display is what it has. A Snapdragon 800. It had just 2GB of RAM, but again at the time that's basically what phones had that were at the flagship level. 5GB of extra storage from Amazon was a perk you got. Another perk you got was a free year of Prime if you had bought the phone. And it also has a 3D feature, which is kind of the main feature of the phone. We'll go over that in a second. Anything that else had 200,400 milliamp hour battery, which again, not too bad for when it came out with this small of a display with the LCD screen. But if you look at the phone, it has one camera on this corner, one camera on this corner, and this corner, plus I guess a selfie camera, so 5 front-facing cameras on this phone. So the 5 front-facing cameras, one of them again was just a selfie camera. The other 4, you never actually see anything on the phone from using. But basically they were there all to track your face. So as you move the phone around, it would give it a 3D effect as you were looking at objects. So if you're looking at Pixel, or if you're looking at your icons in the open page, you're playing different games and apps. Maybe I'll give some examples or link some examples below if I can find some, or if I figure out this thing. I don't think this can even screen record. I couldn't screencast with it anymore, so I didn't even have that capability. But I'll see what I can do if I can show you guys that. But basically, it had 4 front-facing cameras. The biggest feature of the phone was that it moved around. Now, I actually bought this phone when it was newer. It was honestly the effect that you got from it, from twisting the phone around and using it like that. It was really, really, really good. It's still better than anything on any phones today. But basically, it was a gimmick. So Amazon ended up losing a lot of money on it, and they basically lost the phone. So Amazon lost $170 million on the Fire phone. So they lost basically a ton of money. They didn't sell that many. They ended up having like $38 million in stock of these when they were done with this process, and they basically wiped clean anything about the phone. So honestly, I think the biggest downfall, the reason that I got this phone was for, kind of some of the features, some of the gimmicky things, but it actually worked really well and had really good specs. But the App Store was the thing that basically ended this phone for me and made me switch to a no serious phone. It had no Instagram, it had no Snapchat, it had basically a lot of the big apps that you use. You guys know even today, Amazon doesn't have any of the big apps. So I'd be using this phone, and you basically don't get any apps from using the phone. Like all the good apps, you don't have them. You have basically Amazon versions of all the apps, which aren't that good and nobody else has, so what's the point of getting the phone? Yeah, so that's basically what this phone was. Basically a really big gimmick. Lost Amazon a lot of money. I'm surprised they came out with the phone. I honestly wish they would have kept basically making new phones and made it with basically Google, because Google is the biggest problem. All the other phones had Google Play Store, Google Apps. They're all compatible with Google. This phone not being compatible with Google is basically what broke it. In my opinion, I wish I had that. If it did, honestly, if they had versions of it today, I'd probably still be using it. But I don't know, kind of a crazy phone. If you guys want more videos on this, you want me to go more in depth with it, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to do another video on Amazon and their tablets coming up after this. Why are they so cheap? How do they work? Again, working with that App Store. If you guys have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. Subscription would really be appreciated. Thank you for watching. Carter Pro out.